Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode in Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, and Denmark. So we got an event called Economics of a Queen. Margaret is well known for her ceaseless energy and working habits. There are few hours in the night when the lights in her chamber are not burning and royal decrees are known to leave Copenhagen both early in the morning and late in the evening. She also seems to keep a constant watch over all business sectors in our country. Foreigners have sometimes been amazed to learn that she will personally create regulations for even entirely new business ventures in the provinces. As our dear Queen gets hold of the new opportunities for growth in our country, the only question is really if we have the resources to do all she wishes to do at the same time. So we can get money is not a problem, we use a bit gold, and our capital gets recent urban development, which will lower construction costs and increase trade value. Or another time perhaps you lose prestige. Now the 20% boost to trade value would be decent, but we can't really invest the money. We already built the university, so I think that's enough in its own right. And what? I think the game might crash on me really, because the things keep disappearing like this. That means that it usually crashes during autosave. So I'll see if there is any reason to mention that we have gained extra stability or not. Well, I was not wrong. The game crashed not long after I have recorded that last segment. But we're back. I repaid all the loans. I got the increased stability. And that means we can now go deal with the greater nobles yet again. We need to revoke more of their privileges. Actually, I wonder, can we offer them favors to make them a bit more cooperative? No. Months remaining 44. We're not gonna wait that long. So I can either... What can we do actually? What do they have now? I'm going to investigate that with you. Let's unpause this and see what they have. So they got all commanders banned from officer corps. Okay, that increased military attack cost, army tradition decay, and influence. Partial relaxation of levy obligations. That's actually pretty shitty for us. Medium tech exemption, I don't mind that. Exclude most commoners from cabinet. It increases the estate influence. Nobles partial criminal court. And minor expansion of local autonomy. So let's go after the autonomy. That one will lower the corruption and give us a bit more centralization, and we're actually working on that pretty heavily. We are up to 51. You can see that the autonomy is doing great. The only two provinces that have some high level of autonomy is Stralsund due to separatism, but it's lowering every single month, and Wismar because that one isn't cored yet. Oh shit. Greater nobles furious over reforms. Oh, that's not good. Holy crap, did we really get through it with 3 saved rolls? Oh my god! Okay, well, thank you for that. That was generous of a game. I was not expecting that. Well, we can say that our Queen Margaret is just great. So, dramatic currency reevaluation. Concerned about spiraling inflation, your government strongly advises you to abandon the old coinage and begin using a new, more stable currency. While beneficial in the long run, this would immediately cause severe unrest in your country along with a loss of prestige. Heed the advice, or who cares about the economy? Okay, well this one is gonna hit me like a brick, won't it? How much do we need to lower the inflation? 34. heed his advice, and yeah, there we go. So we did lose the stability that we gained, but on the other hand, it could be much worse. You guys will now bleed your autonomy to me. That is awesome. Which is the last one? This one. 46, yep. So I'm happy, and we're starting to gain a lot of money. Even though we're battling corruption like crazy. Once the corruption is down, we can go all the way to like this and get 9.5 gold per month. Which is pretty awesome, I have to admit. So what now? I mentioned that I wanted to build roads in Sevan, but I don't think we're gonna do that now. Honestly, there's another thing that I haven't been speaking about in the last episode, and that is I am fabricating claims on Stormarn and Vagrien. And the reason for that is that our future ruler, Hakon, is cruel, and he's going to go and plunder these two provinces. It has been his long-term goal, and he wants to add them to the empire. Now, once we do that, it will mean that we get into a huge war with Bohemia, but we don't really mind that, because Hakon wants to loot and pillage. That's his long-term goal, and this will allow him to do so. Plus, Poland and Lithuania will get this benefit as well. And I don't think I have to mention that they have completely swallowed the Teutonic Order, which is unbelievable. And they will join us. They will join us in this war. They have been our friends for a long, long time, and we now have a pretty high trust and favors with them. So, yeah. I'm actually thinking we might then give them the instruction to prepare for war. Are more likely to join offensive wars coming from us during that time. Ursenton, 30 gold. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Our education level has changed to level 5 fair. This is actually the outcome of our university, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. The education has increased. We are still funding it only 5 gold per year. But as we build a university, it means that everything we invest in it is, I believe, doubled. So what are the effects? Stability increase is... Well, stability increase interval is increased. But yearly army and navy traditional decay is lower. Technology is cheaper. We get cheaper ideas. Autonomy is increased, I understand that. But institution spread is increased. Actually... Are we getting the institution? I haven't checked. No, we are not. Wait, what the hell happened? Oh, okay. I was afraid. So only London and some of the very rich provinces and Italy are getting it. Not us. What are the actual... reasons? A country that has embraced Renaissance is trading in an important center of trade. Nearby provinces Renaissance. Nearby provinces Renaissance and a university. Okay, so someone that has embraced Renaissance need to be trading at the same node as we are. It's peculiar. Also, interestingly, our sailors are now increasing again, so we might be soon able to build some new ships, which would be kind of good because our naval force limit has increased significantly. And Hakon would definitely push his mother to build some more army units. I'm actually thinking we might want to get... it's a bit of a... I have a problem. The problem is that I didn't realize that the cavalry, if it is like this... Well, actually, let me say it differently. There is a 50% of a hard limit of 50% on your cavalry units and infantry units, beyond which you get penalty. If you have more cavalry than your infantry, in a sense, it's not as effective. The problem here is that it calculates with real numbers, as I have learned recently in one of my other games in Meiou. So I'm tempted to increase the infantry counts so that we don't face this problem. But then it would be a bit of an issue for us, because how would we do it? At this point it would be the best to build extra infantry, extra cavalry and extra artillery unit, and then build 2 extra infantry units. Then we can easily, well, we would need 1 more artillery, but still we could then easily split our units. Or I could build 1 cavalry and 2 infantry. We can get 3 extra, can't we? Yeah. That would probably be the best choice. Because artillery is very expensive for us. So we could get 2 extra lance infantry and 1 extra gendarme cavalry to prepare for the war with Bohemia. The treacherous, evil fucking Bohemia. I hate it so much. We're gonna plunder it. We are going to plunder it, and Hakon will make sure of that. It has come, unfortunately. The ruler, our queen, has died. Margaret has died on 22nd of June 1483, and her son, cruel Hakon, has ascended to the throne. So we're gonna go with a massive celebration here, because that's what's worth for our country. And Hakon, the 7th actually, Estrid, is now our ruler. So we don't really have a consort for him, as I can see. Election to Danish monarchy. No, I am the uncontested king would be kind of good, but no, he's actually cruel, so now I'm the uncontested king is the right choice. And can we get, for example, a consort from Poland? Yes, we can. So let's see who our queen is going to be. No one? Well, okay. I was expecting a consort. Diplomatically, where is our diplomatic relations? Royal marriage and alliance with Poland and nothing else. How about Burgundy? Actually, no, Szczecin liked us, but I'm not entirely sure that would be a good choice. Brunswick. Brunswick is a decent, large country ruled by von Welf, so let's try these guys. We might use them as our allies. Still fucking nothing, really? Okay, we need a new queen in game. Hello. It's actually pretty horrifying to note that this is how the game is treating me, but okay. Hakon's first steps will be to increase his legitimacy, which is actually not all that high. So can he ask, yes, the lesser nobles to request a political support, and he's gonna pay for that with a magnificent gift. So legitimacy is now 90, which is decent. Cool. The uncertain succession is not helping though. And how about you guys? Greater nobles, can you do something? Manpower. Diplomatic labor. Favor a general of merit, but why would he have only 15 tradition? Oh, because we don't really have that much. Well, okay, Hakon will ask for 2 extra units of lance infantry to be fielded, and then an extra cavalry unit, and we are gonna prepare for the war with Schleswig-Holstein, where we hope to conquer 2 provinces and plunder the riches of Bohemia. That country is actually pretty juicy. I'm happy to see that it's doing so well. Now, Prague has been falling behind slightly recently. Important center of trade, silver. Oh damn, look at that wealth. Look at that wealth. Hakon actually has a plan to make these border provinces a future future defensive perimeter for our mainland. So there will be major forts built here, and probably also if we can conquer Dithmarschen, but there's a lot of people who would be against that, so that would be have to done in the future. So hey, Cistercian monasteries, and what is this? Renaissance masterpiece of religious art. A famed artist in our country has produced a stunning piece of art that illustrates the supremacy of God over the world. It awes everyone who sees it and beautifully confirms the order of existence. As the royal family patrons the artist, it is now up to us to decide what happens to it, displayed for the entire Christian world to see. Perfect timing, I just need some more money. Or a perfect illustration of our royal party. Perfect timing, we need money. And let's raise cavalry unit for those money. And prepare for war. I think Hakon will also commission an extra ship for that. So that we have it. Cool. While Denmark is preparing for war, we got ecclesiastical writings. Our religious leader has recently composed a theological treatise and has presented the king with a copy as a gift. The head of the Catholic religion has a number of duties. He ordained and defrocked clerics, led religious ceremonies and festivals for the nation, and acted as an advisor to the king. In their spare time, learned and thoughtful religious leaders also spend their time considering religious doctrines and beliefs and sometimes wrote about them. Although many theologians did the same, coming from a recognized religious authority, his words had more weight and could spark a more visceral reaction. Congratulate His Holiness for a fine work, publish it across the nation, or confiscate the manuscript. Let's congratulate him. There is no point in doing much. We still don't have any other or any consort. I don't know what's up with that. The game has decided that we are going to die, I guess, old and lonely. So weird. Okay guys, go here. Oh, you can because you are locked in a low morale value. Oh, that sucks. But you're building a ship, which is why you're not creating a unit? Is that all? Did I cancel the... I did. I probably did cancel the Lance Infantry building. Huh, it's weird. So, wait, no. No, yeah, that's right. So, I'll get the units together and send them to the borders, and then we are going to declare war on Schleswig-Holstein and plunder in the name of the Lord. Our Lord, Hakon. Wow, this reminds me so much of the Harkonnens. It's interesting. While the game is not cooperating, we got an event Improve the Capital. The glory of our capital has long been neglected. We now have an opportunity to improve the city and make it a beacon of cultural pride. This may prove costly, but there is an alternative solution. So we can use the manpower or use money. I'm gonna use the manpower because we need the money, but on the other hand, we just used manpower. Damn game. I slightly increased the army maintenance so that we would have a bit more morale, but it doesn't seem to be working still. It's bit of an issue, but okay. Our army will probably split into 2 units, one sieging Vagri and one sieging Storman, and then they will unite in Lüneburg, from where they will cross and move towards Bohemia. I still don't know who exactly will join us. I don't know if they can call Brandenburg. If they will, then we will fight Brandenburg. But I think that Poland and Lithuania are in a much better shape now than they used to be before. That makes me happy, because they will be much readier, much more useful in the war, I guess. But it will also allow us to strike deeper and face Bohemia faster. Now, Bohemia, I know from the previous war, has about 22,000 troops. We have 15,000, and if we ask our nobles for help, it should allow us to get to somewhere like 18,000. So if we unite with Poland, we should be able to sack and damage Bohemia quite a lot. So I'm hoping that will be the case here. Now, it might not be, but, you know, you can't have everything. Well, our units are amassing in our southern provinces, but the lesser nobles' demand privileges just popped up. So, they are asking for autonomy. I'm hoping that we're not going to... Oh man, this is gonna be bad. If we lose the stability now, that will make the war much, much harder. Fuck! I was just about... Oh, and burghers demand privileges. Principal court supplies. Well, great. Vouchers? How are we doing on the stability? I don't think we're that good. Yeah. Stability is far, far away from us. Plus, we got unrest in quite a lot of provinces. That is definitely not good, but I guess our cruel king would not at all mind. He will just kill them all if he has to. And as I'm anticipating this war to be long, I'm actually gonna go over the limit. It's gonna burden our people even more, but Hakon just doesn't care. Like, they're just peasants. Well, Hakon is furious because Poland has decided to put itself into a completely different war, which is the conquest in Muscovy. And they are going at it. This war might take quite some time, so Hakon has decided to postpone his war and just chill with his armies. The unit that he was recruiting is no longer being fielded, and he has lowered the investment into the military. He's pissed, but you know, he understands he's not crazy to attack Bohemia on its own because Poland refuses to help. Shame on me for not actually going with that prepare for war, because that would allow me to declare the war as Hakon has wanted. But yeah, he's cruel and also a bit dumb. But the dumb part is actually probably my part. So this episode is ending with a really funny event called Carnal Sins. Could her lips be any redder? Doubtful. Hallow in the back of your mind. Echo the cautioning words of priests and preachers. Is this what the sermon spoke of? The devil is in a woman's body, and the temptation of the flesh? Strange. As devils go, this one looks a lot like an angel. Either way, you will have to bring this up on your confession on Sunday. The need of an heir goes beyond the need of forgiveness. We get a weak claim heir with 2-3-3. Or, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Well, I think that... oh, it's Ulrika, it's a woman. Okay, so we got Queen Consort Ulrika Adelard out of this. We knocked up a woman and she gave birth to a child. With the union of Hakon, 7th and Ulrika, we have gained not only a spouse but also a new ally in the realm. The Adavar is an old and influential family, and their seat in Skåne is a jewel of our kingdom. Of course, friendships has to go both ways, and Ulrika will be expected to speak for her kin, while our king will be expected to consider such advice very carefully. So local unrest, but monthly autonomy change. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Oh, actually, it's gonna be a problem. What a way to end an episode. So come on, Poland, you can do this. I think you'll be able to destroy these guys very soon. I'm actually thinking, can you demand... No, just manpower. I was wondering if you couldn't get some actual legitimacy out of this. Funnily enough, though, burghers have gained one of those privileges, and now they are at 5, so we can finally start using them to demand support and favors. So Hakon has asked them to increase the urban gravity and urban population growth in their provinces, and it's working fairly well, I have to say. So urban population here... Actually, they have only 2 provinces, don't they? Yeah, only Sealand and Ryssland. Oh, and the greater nobles grabbed power in Wismar. That's unlikely or very unusual. What the hell? Why is the autonomy not lowering? Oh, because there's no port. I understand. Yeah, modern communications. So we would need to build a port here to lower the unrest. Actually, we could do that fairly soon. Maybe we'll do that in another episode.